back again. Hey, Jason Geiman here with Pressure Wash of Help, King of Pressure Wash. And tonight, I'm going to hit on, I don't know what I'm going to hit on. I had an amazing week this week. I got to meet a lot of awesome people. And these awesome people, I got to see successful people and I got to see unsuccessful people. Nah, I really didn't get to see unsuccessful people, but I've gotten to see people that want to start and grow their pressure washing business, their Christmas light business. And I actually did an advanced Christmas light class this weekend, which was awesome. And it was awesome to see people that were wanting to learn and wanting to grow. And so, like I say, I know I wasn't here on Thursday night. I was setting up for our advanced Christmas light class, but it was a great night. And so, I want to just talk about some things that I kind of learned. Every time I do a class, I always ask, what could I have done better? What could help the next group? What are some things that could help you grow your business? And so that's what I want to hit on are some things that what can you help grow your business? But I see we got a bunch of awesome people on here tonight. We got Little Pressure Washing, Mr. Let's Go, Chicagoland. We got George Yost, Mr. Big Time is in the house. And we got Wild Wild West out of Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. We got Big Rob. Yeah, I didn't make it on Thursday night. That was awesome class this weekend, Jason. Thank you for all the knowledge and info you shared. That is awesome. And so it was a great class. We had a landscape lighting on Friday and Saturday, half a day, and then I taught marketing, kind of how to get business on Saturday afternoon, and then I taught. We did, how to do bulk quotes, bulk get leads, and all of that kind of stuff. What up, Mr. Ray Burke? How are you doing tonight? So, but let's just hit on, I had talked to one of the kick ass class. Mr. Manny is in the house. He was there. Can I leave my pressure washer running inside my Jeep Cherokee? I probably wouldn't recommend that. It's going to have some carbon monoxide going on in there. And it's probably not the best idea to do that. And if you blow a hose or something stupid, it's not going to be a pretty sight at that point. But what makes I was talking to somebody that is a good friend of mine, Paul. Paul is a great friend of mine, Paul Gardner. He has several businesses. He has bought several businesses. He started out as a little sign company and has grown this business to like 10, $15 million. And he was saying, and he buys a lot of businesses up. He's buying a lot of the little guys up. When he first started, these guys would never didn't like the little guy. He's literally a little guy. He's only like 5'8", and so they didn't like him. Literally didn't like him. But over the time, he's actually ended up buying their businesses out. And I was like, "What? Why? Why are you buying all these businesses out?" And he was like, "A lot of businesses don't understand how to do marketing." And that was one thing that was my negative feedback for my neg. I did do about 4 hours on marketing, during my marketing class. And he was like, if I was you guys, I would go even a little bit more deeper in marketing because marketing is the most important thing you can do for your business. You know, you can do the sales, you can do all of that, but if you don't get the phone to ring, it doesn't really matter how great you are at sales. If you don't get the phone to ring, sales don't mean crap at the end of the day. So, how do we get the phone to ring? Now, I'm not saying sales is not important. I'm just saying that, we have to look at things to be able to make sure that we can keep growing our business. What are the things we need to do? And, you know, I know I'm just checking the current popular meme. um, you know, I I'm one that when I see people struggling, and a lot of times when I start asking the hard questions like, what are your numbers? It can be hard. Now, I want to talk one other thing about here on marketing wise. I see people that they're like, I got to have a website. I got to have all this other stuff. I got to have this. I got to have that. You know, and I'm paying $200 a month on a website. I'm paying $300 a month on a website. And this is just going to bring me all this business in. And it doesn't work that way. That I know that's probably a newsflash for some of you, but it doesn't work that way. And I'm going to show. We had one couple in our class that they have been in business for a while, but they're doing over six figures. And this is a lawn care based business. They do a lot of yard spraying and stuff like that. And they did Christmas lights last year, and that's why they came to the class because they want to grow their Christmas light business. But they're doing over six figures just in the spraying and that kind of thing. And they have zero website. They have zero Facebook. They don't even have Facebook. They have zero social media, but yet bringing in six figures as a business. And this kind of goes back to show you that you can do it, whether you have a big business of all these things or you're just a mom pop shop, and they were happy at this point. And so one thing that we were working on him, they have zero CRM. They have no CRM. They're not paying any money on a CRM. They don't have a CRM. And so as we were pulling out this stuff of their business, and how that we could help them, they both work full-time jobs, and we were like, all right, so you're making enough over here that you can quit your full-time job, focus on your business, grow it, scale it, and you could have a lot better at the end. But so first off, he didn't have a CRM. If you don't have a CRM, and by not having a CRM, we were asking questions like, how many customers you have? Well, I don't know how many customers I have. So we're like, go get a CRM. Whether it's a free one, you can use Yardbook. It's completely free. If you want to, you can go to my website, kingofpressurewash.com, and look at the top, click on resources. And on resources, it's going to drop down, and you can see that I have a couple CRMs there. Some are cheap, some are more expensive. I haven't put Yardbook in there, but Yardbook has a free version. DJ has been using it for 2 or 3 years now and does well with it. So go there and check out that CRM, because if we don't know our information about our customers, how can we upsell more stuff to our customers? How can we communicate with our customers? How can we do a text blast with our customers? How can we do a voice bomb with our previous customers? How can I do anything to do marketing wise so I can get more money out of my customers? Because my goal as a business owner is to grow my business, and to grow my business, I've got to get money from my customers. So that's what we got to do. So how you doing, Miss Pink Robin and MTH just joined us? So these are some things that we have to do. I did a Zoom demo with House Call Pro, really pricey, but it got costly. Yep, and that's the thing. You can do a Zoom call with all of them. Marquette, House Call Pro, Jobber, all of them will do the Zoom call. And so we can definitely do that. And so H2O, he was at the class. And so these are definitely things that we can do to make sure that we can get a CRM in there and do this. But what I wanted to hit on here too is they were doing six figures with no marketing at all. And that definitely is there. They're the people that already like you sell more stuff too. And that's, and that's a great point, because, how much does it cost to get a new customer? And, a lot of people don't understand this, but, a lot of times it's going to cost us, 100, anywhere from 50 to $200 to get a new customer. When we could spend anywhere from $10 to $50 on our old customers, then we could get more money from them. And, our best customers have already used us, already know us, already like us, already trust us. They knew we do amazing work. And by us doing that, they will keep using us and doing it over and over, because this is what you got to do. So I'm going to ask a question here in the comments. I know I see some stuff going in here. What are some things that you are doing to what are some things that you guys are doing to help you get those repeat customers that you've already had? What are some things that you guys are doing? Doing great, Jason. Birthday today and spending time with you. Well, happy birthday, Pink Robin. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Pink Robin. Happy birthday to you. And so let me know what are some things that you guys are doing right now to help get repeat business from your clients. What are some things that you guys are doing as of right now to help do this? What are the little things that you're doing? In marketing class, they taught on average across the industry, it costs businesses 6 times as much to obtain a new customer than it does to sell an existing customer. And I would say that 100% for sure. And so, what are some things I'm waiting on y'all? What are some things are you all doing? I'm still trying to get customer. I wonder if my wife posted a pic on truck with pressure washer would work. I would probably say not. A lot of times that our females are our customers and not the male. I just started old fashioned flipping rocks is my best way of getting clients out there getting legwork. That's a great way to get there. Can I get arrested for yard signs? Um, I don't think so. I haven't heard that. I send out Christmas cards, birthday cards, and thank you notes. That's a great way. All right. What are some other ways? Are we not texting? Are we not sending emails out? I mean, come on, guys. We got to do something here. Um, you haven't seen them. Well, you haven't sent them to me. No, I don't want to see them. My repeat customers, I give them $100 off package deals and 10% off for referrals for new customers. Rather, if I get a referral or not, this helps spread the word of mouth. Drip drip email campaign. Now this is amazing. Whether we are using our CRM or we're using whatever, but we can do this with our CRM. This is definitely something that we need to do. We can do this whether it is just to our old existing customers if they've used this, and even if they haven't used this and we gave them a quote and they quit using this and they told us no, go pound salt, we're still going to keep doing a drip email campaign. And with a lot of the new CRMs and stuff, we can actually even do text with this. And so that way they're getting a text once a month or once every 3 months to keep us at the top of mind. I heard that question right. The king, Mr. Owl. I'm getting ready. I'm getting a repeat customer who's a realtor, and when she lists a house, she calls to them to clean the house. That's an awesome deal if you can do that. And you know what? What you do for that is you make sure that you're sending them, you're sending her either clients or her way, or you go do something special with gift cards, something like that to help her keeps coming that way. PSI Washing from West Virginia. Just chiming in. I love your channel, man. I just getting started. Just got my LLC and in the process of getting my trailer set up this week. That's awesome, Rob. I'm really close to West Virginia right now. I might even be in West Virginia. I don't know where I'm at. I'm either in Virginia or West Virginia right now. But seriously, I'm doing door knocking. Just a note to put not pliers in the mailbox. Yeah, that's bad. Um, you should get that drip lock at. Every month, contact and ask for referrals. That's a great, And this is something else you can do. That's a great point too, Ray. You know, asking for referrals, and we can do this even after our job is done. Hey, Miss Jones, is there anybody you know that might be could use our service? This is a great way to try to get other customers. Of hey, how can Miss Jones help me get other customers? Another thing you can ask Miss Jones is Miss Jones, will you post on your favorite, if you like us so much and I'm a small business, will you post on your any social media that you're on? It would greatly help me of being able to do that. I'm the $99 guy. I upsell to do the house for none. Insight. I'm save you mask phone calls regardless of what this room says. Try to keep the signs off the poles. If you see signs on the poles, that's my green light, but no pole. I'm also using word of mouth right now, trying to get people. Nasty phone calls. Stoked. My big job this week turned into my first $1,000 making progress. That's high five, Pink. Happy birthday with a high five right there. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's awesome to see because you get your first $1,000 ticket. Now we can get the next $5,000 ticket or the $10,000 week. That would be awesome for you. Awesome. The main reason I got a website is for the big, huge 5 and 6 figure contracts like Walmart and Amazon and oil company. It pays to have a professional present to the secure the bid. Awesome to the realtor guy. Yeah, I got the PD calling me, telling me to come see them. I was like, hell no. It was 10 degrees this morning. Yeah, it was cold even in North Carolina down here, and in North Carolina, the king of pressure washers, Mr. Al. Um, how do you sell business once they have over 1,000 customers? What price do you sell it at? How do you sell the business once you have over 1,000 customers? Nice beard trim. Was looking a bit shaggy. I was looking a bit shaggy the other day. I did get it shaved right before I went to Raleigh 2 weeks ago. I probably need to go back. We have been blessed to have back to back $10,000 weeks. We have booked several $4,500 jobs. High five. That's awesome, dude. I love helping people and seeing people be successful because it's amazing that you guys can go out there and change your family tree. You can go out there and do things and you can do hard things. And you know what? It's not that hard at the end of it. It's going out there, raising your prices, asking for it, and people will pay you money and they will pay you lots and lots of money. And it's amazing, guys. You can do it. And I know, the one couple that I was saying that didn't have a CRM, that they're scared to death of a CRM and they're scared to death of all this stuff. And the reason why they're scared to death of him is they're 47 years old and they're like, we're just old. And I'm like, you're never too old to start making money. And so that is something that you can do to go out there and make money. You can do $10,000 weeks and you can do back to back $10,000 weeks. And guess what? If you do 4 weeks back to back, that's $40,000 in pressure washing back to back to back in 4 weeks. And you can do it. And that's the amazing thing that you can do. And that's the awesome thing that even even if you're old, you can do this. I mean, Al, he's a retired teacher. He's old. He's bald, and he's able to do this stuff and make money. And that's the amazing thing about this stuff. And you're never too old to stop learning. That is the biggest thing. If you think you know everything, you're in the wrong mindset. You are never too old to learn. Output old as fudge. And you're never too old to start your business, to grow your business. That is amazing. So one of the guys there was Emery Allen. He owns a lighting company. He started this lighting company at 56 years old. He's 63 now and he's probably worth about multi millions right now. And he started it when he was 56 years old. You're never too old to start and grow a business. You can do that. And if you think you can do that, give me a like button. Hit that thumbs up button because I want you to do something to make sure that you know you are not too old to start learning, to start growing your business. Keep in mind, whatever the gross income of the week, do not forget the bottom line because of the. And you know what? That's a great thing. And I'll hit on that because that is a great thing right there. A lot of people, and I see it all over the pressure washing world, they will say they have this amazing top line, but their bottom line is next to nothing. And I see people even, I've seen people make $1 million, but it cost them $999,000 to get there. And, we were talking about this weekend actually. If you're only going to make 30 bucks an hour, 20 bucks an hour, you can go work anywhere and do that. You can go to Amazon and make 25, 26 bucks an hour. And all you got to do is show up, literally show up breathing. And you can make, 20, 25, 30 bucks an hour at Amazon. So, if we're not having a profitable business, and this is why we got to have premium prices. Because if we're not doing premium pricing, you're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table. And the only reason why we won't do premium pricing is usually because of this right up here is our mindset. Our mindset is the worst thing about us when we're dealing with this. You can do anything you want to do. And so this is definitely something that you have to remember that you can start and grow your business. And so that is definitely something that you can do. Jason, you said you sold your business. How many customers is enough to sell a business? It isn't so much how much. So we'll go down this rabbit hole a little bit. I know I haven't talked about this a whole lot, but we'll go down this rabbit hole a little bit since you're asking, Bender. So here's some things that you got to remember when what about selling your business. You can have as many customers as you want, and if you don't have nothing on a contract, your business is pretty much worth whatever equipment you have. And that's just the way it is. A customer list is only worth so much. So that is some issues you got to deal with. And, one reason why I was able to get the most out of my business, there's actually 3 companies, 4 companies that people know about my business. So I sold my business to the same person that Josh Latimer sold his business to, that Brandon Vaughn sold his business to, and we all sold to the same company. And we got more out of them than anybody else. But what helped us get more was our Christmas lights. We had 3-year contracts in our Christmas light business. And those 3-year contracts, we were in year 1, so they still had year 2 and year 3 of those 3-year contracts. And that is what helped us get more money for our business. It ain't got nothing about how many customers you have. You can have 1,000 customers, but that means nothing at the end of the day of selling a business. And honestly, your business is only worth about half of whatever your equipment is worth. And so, them are some things that you have to think about when we're thinking about selling a business and getting out of the business. Now, I'm not saying you can't find, because it kind of goes back to your business is only worth what somebody will pay you. And so I'm not saying you can't find some sucker to give you more than that, but that's just something you got to think about. I didn't know Poopy until I met Jason, and he came on a big job of mine. He told me, dude, you have to up your prices. And since then, I have doubled my prices and tripled the business because it's amazing when we're able to charge premium pricings. We're able to spend money on marketing. We're able to spend money on getting new customers. We're able to get those customers that we want, because just because somebody has a dirty green house doesn't mean that's my customer. And so I want to find people that have clean houses, that keep their houses clean. Those are the people that I want to do that there. I am honored to have a chance to type to you. Thank you. Sort of confident, but um, you know, This is the things that we have to do. Those are the things that we need to make sure that we are doing to get premium pricing. And how do we get premium pricing? It all comes back to the customer journey. And what I mean by the customer journey is, are we answering our phone? If we're not answering our phone, that's our first thing. And you might say, "Oh, I always answer my phone." Well, I want to let you know something. There's a lot of people out there that do pressure washing, and they don't answer their phone. And so that's a thing. Number one thing that we have to deal with is answering our phone. And if you're not answering your phone, start answering it. Number two is communication. I haven't even said you have to be the best pressure washer. In fact, I'm going to give you a secret here. You don't have to be the best pressure washer to be the best business. In fact, a lot of people that are the best pressure washers aren't the best business owners. And so you're the best technician and you just have a job at this point. Yes, you might be the owner, but at this point you have a job. The best business owner is going to make sure that there is amazing communication. We're going to walk through the communication through everything so that way people know when they know what's happening in the process. They know if there's an issue, what are the things they can do to overcome those issues, and that will help us have the best process out there. And so if we're doing great communication, you will see it in your 5-star reviews. And let me just tell you something. There's very rarely that you will ever see that this is the best pressure washer out there. And so they will tell you, hey, they did great communication. Jason did this, and this, what he said he's going to do. And, them are the things that we have to do to make us be successful. What's the best 3 ways to advertise? Well, word of mouth is a great way. That's one. I love yard signs if you're allowed to put them up. Yard signs is a great way to do it. And then social media. And these are all free other than yard signs. Google ads, if you want to spend Google ads. If you want to got money to spend on Facebook ads, Facebook ads. Either one of those or both of those can work also. Just show up when you said you would. And here's the thing. Let's talk about that because this was part of our class. Let's say you scheduled your job for 1 o'clock and you show up at 1:05. You done failed. You done under delivered. If you would have got there at 12:55, now you've over delivered. You not only you not only when you get there 5 minutes late, at that point you've already under delivered. Our goal is to over deliver in every way. And when we over deliver in every way, that customer will be amazed and be awesome and give you a great 5-star review and will refer you to everybody. But when you're just 5 minutes late, at that point, you've already under delivered. You've already said, that customer is not important to you. And you might not think that way, but that is what those customers are thinking at the end of the day. Um, one one is before and after pics of house surrounding future customers. Next to be communicate and with the customer. Also teach people how to treat you. A good business and a good business owner stays on top of everything and keep teaching his techs and stay in touch with his customer. Best process to clean wood. I mean, you can use house wash or you can use sodium hydroxide with. You can also put acid to what's the oxalic acid on it after to neutralize it. What's the best size of yard signs? I like the 24 by 18 with the 30-inch stakes. You can go to moneytrees.com or moneybushes.com. There's also links down below. Actually, if you go to my website, you can see King of Pressure Washing and go to the resource page. I've had my painting customers comment that our crew was already 10 minutes early. And that's awesome because now we're over delivering. I need a budget first soft wash system. Any recommendation? Depends on how much money you have. I mean, you can spend a whole lot or you can spend a little. Um, Remember to always ask if you're using a GoPro. A yard sign shouldn't have to be removed by the owner if it says week sign before the last day. Batch mix tank with a pump up end hose. I actually got a video on this, Daniel, about the soft wash stuff. 15 to 30 minutes on time. Being on time is late. Being 5 to 30 minutes late, you lost the job or that customer next around. The day doesn't end when you get home. You are not an employee. Let's talk about that too, because we talked about this here when we in our advanced class. You know, when we're dealing with anything in business, whether we are an employee or we are the owner, we can't expect an owner to do the same thing as we can't expect an owner. We can't expect an employee to do the same thing as a boss or the owner, because the owner is going to work all night long. The employee is going to quit at 5 o'clock. So you got to know what you can do up to 5 o'clock, and then that employee is done and gone. Um, Flying up tomorrow to get my work truck and drive it back home, rigging it out with a 5.5 to start my business. We'll add soft wash system after I get a few jobs. Background in lawn care should help. That's awesome, Nick. Again, the only reason why you need a soft wash system is for if you're going to do roofs. I have used a lot of Jason's advice. Well, that's good. I hope you're being successful with it. I have a wonderful bypass because of him. The day never ends. Nope, it doesn't. And once you become an entrepreneur, I've been an entrepreneur. Somebody asked me not too long ago, Jason, what do you do for fun? And I'm like, business. I think a lot about business and how people can grow businesses and how people can be successful in them and how I can be successful in it and how I can grow and what can I do to help things make you better and all kinds of things. When you are ready, you are on time. When you are on time, you are late. You start a job, finish it, will go home, lunch can't wait. But if you all have any other questions, just ask here. I'm not doing nothing. Your physical work may stop at 5 as an owner, and your brain doesn't stop till whenever, does it? Right? Um, I'm very expensive town on this Florida Emerald Coast. Lots of stucco and large brick homes. I just assume I would need the stronger mix a majority of the time. You can actually use the EnviroSpec Super Sucker, and it will do just fine on 90% of those hoses down there. Um, with how much feet of hose and pressure hose is enough for residential, I used 150 feet of pressure wash hose with an extra 50 feet just in case I needed it. And then I used 150 feet of garden hose. What are your thoughts on Google Guarantee? I think it's a good thing to do. There ain't a lot of people using it, so I think it can work very well for you. Air versus gas, which one would you prefer? Soft wash? I mean, I always went 12 volt because it's a lot cheaper than both of those. But honestly, I would probably go air. I've had gas before. The problem with the gas is the plastic isn't really good for the bleach isn't really good for the plastic, and it will start deteriorating. Do you bid by the square foot or just by looking at it? I did a little bit of both, depending on what you're talking about, a house, or if you're talking about the house, or if you're talking about concrete. Only break you get is during the divorce unless she gets to the shop. Yeah. Hey, and let's hit on that. I like that. I want to talk about that. Here's the deal, guys. If we're getting a divorce because of this business, you're working too much. You're not charging enough, and you're not putting time of why you started your business. The whole reason why you guys probably started your business is to give you more time. And it's not to give you more time to get away from the house. That's a good way to get your divorce. And so, with that said, I want you to have more time with your family. I want you to have more time with your, I want you to have more time on your kids, and I want you to have more time with your wife and spouse. And how do we do that? We do that through premium pricing. We don't need to be the cheapest and bid every job and work till 10 o'clock at night. That's not what we need to do. So, we need to make sure that we are taking care of our family. This is the number one important thing that we do is take care of our family. This is the whole reason why we're starting a business. It's not to start a business so we can get a divorce. If that's the case, that's the dumbest thing you could ever do. Now, I understand I've been divorced. I understand there's other reasons a lot of times that go along with why we're getting divorced. But I also understand that people spend way too much time on their business and not enough time in their family. And that is an issue. That's a cause that you are causing that you don't need to be doing. So I know I just kind of got on a tangent there, but it is definitely something that you got to think about. Thank you, Jason, by the live for live streaming this. Um, with all that is going on right now with the world and talks to supply chain and shortage of gas prices, how is the business outlook? I mean, here's the thing. That's what I told TJ today. Um, you know, I haven't been on social media in about a week, 2 weeks. I have where I've been gone for the last 2 weeks. Have I seen gas prices go up? Yep, I have. But you know what? It's part of it, and you're going to have to keep raising prices. And people know it, and you're going to have to do gas fuel charges, surcharges, so you can keep growing your business. Um, you know, the doom and gloom is always going to be there. It's going to be there. If you pay attention to the news, it's going to be doom and gloom and hell on earth. But what I would tell you is stay focused on your business, find the right customers. Obviously, our customer might change a little bit because they're going to get changed around a little bit, but we got to find the right customers so we can keep growing our business. This boy speaks so much, um, and I didn't say that, but I was actually thinking it now, and it is very true. We need to put God first, and then family, and then business. If we get them in any mixed up ways, it's probably not going to work out for you. Um, People will do good, people will do bad, some will fail, some will end up somewhere in the middle. And you're exactly right. Do you rinse after a rooftop cleaning or let it sit? Um, I mean, we never rinse. We have gutters on everything. If you don't have gutters on everything, then you need to start rinsing them. How do you how to raise prices at cost of materials increase? You need to stay profitable when things go back down. Keep the prices high. Yep. Always great content of information from you, Jason. Phone dying. Have a great night, Jason. Have a great night, Rob. Amen, Jason. Um, from what I've learned, let it sit and work and rinse. Yeah, but this is one of those things that if we get those three backwards or we try to put one on top of the other, usually everything fails. Especially when we take the number one thing of God and put it somewhere else, it's going to be a lot harder. And if we get business above family, that's not definitely going to be good because we're going to lose our family. And that's the whole purpose why I want you to be successful is to have time freedom so you can have more time with your family. And you can have financial freedom so you can have more time with your family so you're not working 80, 90, 100 hours a week. And I know it can get easy to do 80, 90 hours a week. I used to do 80 hours. I used to work 90 hours a week. I would go to the firehouse. I would leave there. I would leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then from there, I would go straight to I would go straight to Cincinnati where my office was. And I would leave there around 5 or 6 o'clock. And I would get home at 7:30 at night on the second night. So I would be gone over 36 hours gone. And I did this, and then the next day I would go to the office and work 8, 10 hours, but it didn't do me no good at the end of the day. It wasn't like my business was, yes, I was doing well, but it was one of those things that, I was sacrificing my family so that I could try to make more money. How do you do decks and fences, and what percentage do you use a percentage of chemical? I did a house wash mix 1%. If you're going to do sodium hydroxide, usually you're going to put it in a 5-gallon bucket and then you're going to downstream that. Hey, Jason, I just got paid my last payment on a 6-month lease for my diesel pressure washing trailer. It sucked making ginormous payments for 6 months, but she's all mine now. That's awesome. Remember the $15 an hour debate? Same with geographical locations for this might be 900 in Atlanta, but not out by the pyramids. At this point of all of our trailers, our entire business is debt free, and we have 3 trailer rigs. That's awesome. God is awesome. We never overextended ourselves, trying to keep up with the next man. What is it like to be a pressure washer? Well, it can be very successful. Um, we had a guy up there earlier say he just got a $10,000 week and got another. He had back-to-back $10,000 weeks, and so that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Jason, starting lights this year. If you build to their home for 1,400, what would you quote for the next year since the lights you already have? 1,400. That's the amazing thing about lights. Thanks for all the positivity. What do you drive? I drive a truck. I'm glad I didn't make certain major purpose this year. Nothing wrong with saving and paying cash. Nope, it's not. But I must have run a bunch of people off. They must not like talking about certain things in there. It dropped me down to 70 people. We were up to 90, and then we went to 70. Is pressure washing satisfying? Absolutely. I love watching the pressure wash. That's one of my favorite things is seeing all the dirt and then watching it wash away. You spray on the chemical, and it's just like magic. Magic. It's green magic. You spray it on the green, and 5 minutes later, the magic just all dies and all clean then. Rinse it off, and it's magic. Starting off on April 1st, have our first job. That's clients who has 30 properties. If we do well on the first job, we 29 possible on the next books. I really like it. Love seeing stuff that's look dirty and terrible and leave with property looking worth tons more due to cleaning. So, so like, what pressure washer are you? I don't know what that is. Yeah, like uh, yes, Ray. Hey, I want y'all to know something here. I'm going to give Ray a plug here. I like Ray. Ray's a great guy. If you haven't been following Ray, it's Spray Wash Academy. Go check him out. He just opened a pressure washing store. I don't even know if it's open 100% yet. Go check out his stuff. It's Power Wash Stores powerwashstore.com probably slash Florida. I don't know exactly what his website is, or it might even be floridapowerwashstore.com. I don't know. If he puts it up here there. But if you're looking for equipment or something, or he will give you great customer service. I know he will because I know how Ray is. So go check him out. He does amazing. He's going to do amazing builds down there. Been in the business for 10 years probably. Sold his pressure washing business. He's a smart dude, great guy. And I would highly recommend you to go check out his stuff. And he's got some great videos on there on YouTube too. I would also recommend you go there. Ray is an amazing guy. He is one of the top guys I would highly recommend. If you're getting business information, and if you're getting it from me, you're doing good. If you're going to get it from Ray, you'll do good. Both Ray and myself, we both ran $1 million businesses. We're not on here just telling you, hey, this is what you can do to make it. We've actually done what we're saying we've done. I know on YouTube sometimes there can be people that say they've done this stuff and they can say things, but we're actually doing the things. So definitely go check out. There's Ray. He put Power Wash Store, Tallahassee. Thanks for the shout out. No website yet. So definitely check him out. Ray is one that I would he gives you information. It's going to be truth. He's been in the ditches. He's done the work. He just sold this year, and I think he's finally out of his old business, but he has done the stuff, and he's hit a million for a while, a couple years in a row. So it ain't like that. Oh, do this and this will happen. He's actually done it, and I've done it. That's why I've done it. I know what I've done. I know what I need to do to help this. And that is definitely something that you can do too. So definitely, if you are looking to buy equipment, or if you need some help, suggestions, you can definitely go check out Ray, and he will help you out. I know I went way longer on Ray, but that is fine. Um, I'm a pressure washing in Iceland, just starting. What do you recommend for concrete houses? Most houses are concrete. You will probably need to soft wash them with sodium hypochlorite, is what you're going to have to do if they have mold on them. Where do you pressure wash? Pressure wash houses. Jason, Jason, with your permission, can I post my link for my website proceeds? I don't know what's your website about. You can post it. It doesn't mean I'm going to read it all. uh, I bet all tea in China, Ray, is shipping on bourbon right now. I bet you're right. uh, not not with the pro tip, red tip. I'm gonna get pressure wash help for help. But yeah, so definitely, I know I went on that tangent about Ray, but Ray is an awesome guy. Um, what else here? Is it really that bad to use 1% on wood? I really feel I may be a little misled with sodium percarbonate. Plan to follow up after asset. 1% of SH ain't gonna hurt the wood. I've done it many, many times. Um, I don't mind. Just want to be polite. This is your live stream. Is pressure washing a hard job? It's actually not, dude. Um, it is not a hard job. It's very easy, to be honest. I know several females that do it, and if we start doing roof cleaning, you got to lug a ladder around a little bit. But other than that, the only time pressure washing gets hard, residential is really easy because you'll be at a job for an hour to 2 hours, and then you sit in the truck for 20, 30 minutes and drive to the next one, and then you start all over again. The only time pressure washing gets hard is if you're doing a lot of commercial work. Like if you're doing just walking back and forth with a surface cleaner for hours on end, you will start hurting. But with the other way, it's not bad at all. Um, how early in the year to start marketing? I would start now, George. It's getting time that this week, like here in Cincinnati, it was cold yesterday, but it's supposed to get up in the 70s this week, and it's supposed to be in the 50s, 60s for the next couple weeks. So I think it's gonna. Obviously, we want to be ready when the grass is starting to be mowed, and it's still a little early for that. But once that first mow is on, it's time to start marketing a lot. What's the process, Kim, to do for deck cleaning? I have used SH a few times. It seems to bleach out the wood. Pre-carb seems to be a lot of scrubbing. Yeah. I just use 1%, and then I use about the white tip, and then I just spray it down, and I've never had no issues with it. Um, I'd say no, but it requires learning chemicals and proper use and lessons. Is there a difference on stained wood, painted wood, raw wood? A little bit. Obviously, um, not too much, but a little bit. Um, do you ever cover aluminum, concrete, graffiti, in the membership course? Do you cover aluminum? I do talk about concrete graffiti. Aluminum, I don't talk much about that. My van is set up to even even do rigs at truck stops when I travel back and forth to Oklahoma. Hey, that's not a bad deal. I take all forms of payment except for lot lizard pennies or lizards and pennies. Pressure washing is fun, very satisfying. Marketing blows. I need to get over that part. Marketing is, and that's what I said earlier in this video, marketing is the hardest part of this business. This is where people struggle. This is where people fail. It doesn't matter if it's this business or any other business. Marketing is the hardest thing to do for pressure washing, and that's any service business, to be honest. Getting the phone to ring, answering the phone, is definitely something that we have to do to make us successful. But getting the phone to ring can be the hardest thing to do. But if you're in business and you finally figure out how to get that phone to ring, that is definitely the most important thing you can do. And once that phone starts ringing, usually once you figure out how to get the phone to ring, you can keep it ringing. Things change, obviously. Things change, whether it is, you know, um, just things change. Google changes. Google comes along and says, "Hey, we're gonna do this bird update," and now the next thing we know, everything has went foobar. Or Facebook comes in and says, "Hey, we're gonna do this change," and now something. So things change, and so that is definitely why we have to make sure we never stop learning. Because if we stop learning, that is an issue. How exactly can I become a pressure washer? Well, you can watch some of my videos on here, or I have a membership that I go step by step of how to teach you how to do everything. And that's at kingofpressurewash.com. Kingofpressurewash.com. And I have step by steps. I also do Monday night marketing meetings, Zoom meetings. So I will, and it's actually kind of a Zoom/accountability meeting. And so that will be tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern. How did you get your phone to ring? Magic Mike. Um, I had I did a lot of signs in the beginning. I did Groupon in the beginning. I would highly not recommend that at all. That was a terrible mistake. Um, and then from signs, I started doing some Facebook stuff and the groups and all of that, and that got phone ringing. I worked on a lot of my SEO, and I actually I was number one for Pressure Wash Cincinnati, and so that was number one. And so that is definitely how I was able to get my phone to ring. And then how I really grew my business and scaled it was through AdWords. Once I figured out AdWords and how to scale it, then that's what really took my business to the next level. Mr. Benjamin, how you doing, Mr. Benjamin? Why is Google Business denying me trying to change my business name? Because you're trying to change your business name, Big Rob, and they don't like that crap right now. And so that's one of those things that once you get your business set, you do not want to change it at all, or they will ban you really fast. Yes, Google banned me for my ad, no reason, and is forever. Big Rob, I'm deleting my GMB tomorrow and starting over. I've changed so many things and nothing happens. He is the next best in business. Gotta go. Peace till next time. Awesome. See you, Mr. Scott. What's up, Al? Watch all your videos. Don't tell him that. His head will get too big. What's my TikTok? My TikTok is King of Pressure Wash. Is my TikTok. And I'm actually doing a video a day on TikTok. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, go check me out on TikTok, and you can follow me over there. Like I say, I'm doing a video a day there. I'm also putting it out on here on YouTube Shorts. So you can follow me on either one. But if you're on TikTok, you can go to King of Pressure Wash, and follow me there. Yes, a quick FYI, Knob Creek single batch Kentucky bourbon is where it's at, kiddos. Does pressure washing make good money? Absolutely does. We got guys here, Mr. Al Hydro Wash. He probably did about, I don't know what he did last year, but I'm pretty sure he did about a little over 125 last year. I got a guy that started out as a garbage man. He was a garbage man a year and a half ago. And last year he did over $400,000 in business. And that was, like I said, a year and a half ago. He quit his job as a full time garbage man. So definitely some money to be made in pressure washing. I got another guy in Florida that's a full time pressure or that is a full time fireman and does pressure washing on the side. And he did a little over 200,000 this year. So definitely there is. There's another guy that's on here, Benjamin, that did over five. I think he was like $700,000 in 2022. So yes, there is money to be made in pressure washing. As a one man band, owner operator, it can be definitely be done to make $100,000 to $200,000 in pressure washing. If you're just trying to find a side gig, you can do a side gig and do 50, 60,000 pretty easy at the end of the day. And I'm not just making these numbers up. It's the truth. And like I say, I see a lot of these guys that are on here that have done very well. Um, you know, $1,000, 4 hours work, all because of Jason, is what Al put here. I don't know if Hunter's on here, but Hunter came to my class this past weekend. He came to my class last year, and he came to my Christmas light class, but last year. He listened to a couple of us on here, and he did over $150,000. He went from a forklift driver to making over $150,000 doing pressure washing. So yes, if you're willing to do the work, you're willing to keep learning and not stop learning, if you're willing to do hard things, because it's not always easy. It's not. You got to learn new things. You got to do new things, but you can make money at this business. Um, Also, while I'm on that, making money, if you want to go check out kingofpressurewash.com, there you can learn more about my stuff. Also, I will be having another in person training coming up in April. This is a training that I just had this past weekend that is a hands on training. This is where you get to touch the pressure washer, you get to do the pressure washing, you get to do everything. And then day two, it's all about business, baby, and marketing, baby. And we go deep into marketing. And so that is where how you start and grow your business is all through the marketing. And yes, I know marketing ain't always fun, but marketing, marketing, marketing. And you can maybe tell that I'm a little tired tonight because I've been running around this countryside. I got a little crazy eyes going on right now. This eye's like out here in La La Land for some reason because I'm tired. But um, but let's see. Peace out, bro. Change lives. Love you. Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off here myself so I can go to bed. I hope you all have a great night. Again, if you want to go to my Zoom call tomorrow night with Marketing Monday that I do every Monday night, don't forget to sign up at kingofpressurewash.com, and that way you can be there for my Monday night marketing. Hope you all have a great week. Hope you have a successful week. I know this time is getting ready to be on like Donkey Kong for all you pressure washers that have been doing your marketing, so that way you can keep growing your business. Like I say, it is about to be on. We're about the springtime. Once that grass starts growing and that grass starting to get cut, your phone will start blowing up as long as you've done the work and doing the things you need to do to keep making that phone ring. Hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all later.